Okay, so we have just covered this DOM and this events, like right in the previous class. So DOM is nothing but, so whenever we want to access something inside the what I can tell, inside the document of HTML tag, so we will be using this DOM part. So how do we access that, in the sense, like, for if you want to just go and write each, and like, if suppose if you are having one of the h1 tag and one of the button tag, you need to write some of the content inside that. So for that, what you will be doing, you will be using the DOM part. So I also told you that has some of the thing. So DOM is nothing but a document object model. So again you might ask, like, what is object model? So I have been completely told about this in the previous class. So have also explained this chart, that is nothing but how does this work, right? So this one I have explained. So usually it will first enter to the DOM, that is document, right? Document it will enter, then whatever the tag it is there. So to access that tag, we will be using some of the things, that is nothing but some of the access elements, that is nothing but to access those elements, like what we will be using, we can access that elements by giving the id name and by giving the class name and by the query selector and query selector all, and even another one, that is by the tag name. Okay, so by all these things we will be accessing, right? So and events are nothing but to perform some certain task. So whenever you click on that button or whenever you hover on that, that of the event should work. So and you will be adding those events using these two things, that is nothing but using the event and the listener. And if suppose if you want to remove that, you will be removing also. So I didn't actually tell you in this previous class, I'll be telling as we are doing some of the like tasks that we complete on, like, I think so we'll be doing it on Wednesday. Okay, so we'll be doing on Wednesday or Thursday. So when we are doing the task, I'll be telling you this add event, sorry, add event listener also, and the remove event listener also. So you don't need to worry about that. So this one, coming to asynchronize. So this asynchronize and await, actually this one is not much important for you guys, because asynchronous means you know, but synchronous and asynchronous is there. Okay, so synchronous you guys already know, asynchronous and await. So this one you don't just take more, what I can tell, you can just go through that, but I will not be teaching you over here. So I will be teaching you when I am taking a react. So this one is not much important for you guys, or else it can also be teach in the classes where we are doing some of the tasks. Okay, and you need to know something called as, like, set timeout and set interval. So this is the main thing that you need to know. Okay, so coming to set interval and set timeout. So any ideas guys about, like, set interval and set timeout? Hmm? Set interval and set timeout, guys, any idea what is set interval and set timeout? Okay, so let us just first go through our JavaScript file. So inside my HTML only I am writing the JavaScript. Okay, so first I'll host this, and I'll comment my button also. Okay, let this button be. So this is, we are learning about set time out, right? The set timeout. This is nothing but set time. See, there is something that you can see over here. Can you just go through this line by line what it is? Normally, whatever you are just feeling, you can just tell me what it is. Hmm? Anyone can tell me. So I have explained you about the different types of functions, right? Hmm? So what type of function is this actually? You can just see, or like what you are able to see over there. You are able to see one method that is nothing but set timeout, right? So inside that again we are being just passing something. There are two arguments. So this is one of the argument. So how the syntax comes, So this is one of the argument and this one is one of the argument, right? You are able to see that. Hmm? Yeah, this is nothing but first argument is nothing but one of the function and second one is, so I'll just write over here the syntax. See, first one is nothing but this one is a keyword. Okay, this one is nothing but this one is a thing, like kind of like I can tell with a function name or like or a method name, like also I can tell you. So this one is set timeout and there is one of the callback function and another one is the time. So the delay time. So whenever you want to run this thing, whatever what I can tell, whenever I want to run this method or any statement that which I have written over here, see the console.log what it is telling, after 3 seconds it runs. So why it is saying 3 seconds, in the sense 1000, if you write 1000 over here, this will be a 1 second. Okay, so it has some mathematical calculation you can just go through. So it is in 3 seconds now. So what if I write just 10,000 over here, it takes 10 seconds. So let us just check it over here. So it just gets executed after 10 seconds. Okay, so let us just take one good example and then we will check. So am I getting this output over here after 10 seconds? Suppose if I just write here, that is nothing but if I write 2000, so I will get after 2 seconds. Am I getting the output? Am I getting the output over here in the console.log? Guys? Yeah. So similarly, what if I want to get the output on the browser? What do you do? What do you do? Similarly, if I want to get the output on the browser, what should I do? So there are two things, like you can also use the alert message. So if I want any alert message, I will be able to use that. So if we want to give any alert message, how do you do? How do you do, guys? How to do that? Guys, how to get the alert message on the screen? Hmm? Tell me na. Tell me, right? You take usually something called as windows.alert, correct, right? So I'll just show even that. So I'll be showing even that, that is here. First I'll take h1 and I'll give id as c. So I'm getting some output. So what it is, what you are able to see, any changes that you are able to see. So see, before I'll just again refresh this browser. See, before it was only just, I'll change this thing, that is nothing but to 10 seconds. Okay, after 10 seconds only, whatever have written over here, this statement, hi after 10 seconds, this one is getting. So it depends upon how many seconds that which you give. Okay, this one is taking in the form of seconds. Again, if you want to again increase more seconds, it will just you can after 1 minute if you want, after 10 minutes again you want, at that time. So this one usually helps for your browser thing when you want to perform the, what I can tell, if you want to do some of the advertisement things and so on, this will be very helpful. Okay, so after 10 seconds opening your browser, you need to get this data. So for an example, in Amazon website, sorry, okay, over here I'll go. Amazon, any of your website, just you go. See, this one, I didn't just go over here also. If I don't go over here also, it start when I just opened this one, right? See, I didn't just hover on this also. When I just reload this page, it is showing you, right? See, I'm just reloading the page. I didn't go over here, and I didn't go hover over here. This is the hover effect, right? I just reloaded my page. See, I'm getting this. This one they have done after 1 second. So the same thing I'll just show you how this will work. So what should I do over here if I want to just get it after a second? So see, this is how actually it is getting reacted. Okay, this is how it is reacted over there. So if you want, I'll also reduce the size of that. So the previous style of that which I have given over here, I need to set the width. So I'll just give the width as, width is equals to 100 px. Okay, so this is how it is working. Is it working like this or different? See, if I just reload the page, after a second it is coming. Also you can also reduce it to more, even even lesser than that. I just give 100. See, as soon as I just reload it, we are getting that. So you know something called as like millisecond, nanosecond, microseconds. That's how it just take. Okay, so I'll just make it to a second. So this is how it is working. So you will be having one function. This function will be automatically called since it is a callback function. I have already told you what is callback function. Callback function is nothing but function calling another function. So this is one of the function. Set timeout is one of the function. This function is called another function. Okay, this is nothing but a callback function. So any doubts with this, like how it is working? Hmm? And similarly, you have something that is nothing but set interval. See, this one is nothing but they are telling something like millisecond. It has been calculated in the millisecond. So now we will be learning about the set interval. So any idea about the set interval, guys? Hmm? Any idea about this set interval? Any idea about the set interval? There is some error that which we have done. Okay, set interval and the example of that. Comma, 1000. So just go through what it is and how this is working. Hmm? Set interval. Just go through how this is working. Hmm? At least guess the syntax, right? Hmm? Guess the syntax. Again, it is the same thing, but guess the syntax how it is working, guys. How does it is working? So let us just check the console.log. So how does it is working? Hmm? What is happening? What is happening? Huh?
It's getting iterated.
Yeah. Every time after every 1 second it is getting iterated, right? So if I just want after 10 seconds, so after every 10 seconds it will just get iterated. See, after 10 seconds it got iterated. So I'll make this for 2 seconds for now because we need to just go forward. So you guys just observe this and you will be having a one question now. Okay. So why do you want this both set timeout and set interval? Hmm? Any idea why do you want set interval and set timeout?
To automate functions.
Hmm?
To automate a function's execution.
I didn't get you exactly.
Like to automate, like if you want the function to get executed very often, which is automatically executed.
Okay, that is for set interval. After every some seconds, that function will be called as you told. What is the use of set timeout? What is the use of set timeout? Hmm? Basically, why we need? Hmm? What is the use of set timeout?
To highlight any important,
I didn't get you.
to highlight any important messages or any function.
No, not. See, set timeout is why we use set timeout in the sense. See, we have more functions. Okay, we have hundreds of functions. We write. So in that, if I how this first of all how this code execute, guys? Hmm? Line by line, right? After calling the first, what I can tell, after calling this function only, this function will be executed. Correct, right? So it comes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At that time, if you want to execute this function first, that is nothing but this function first. At that time, what I'll be doing, I'll be just commenting this one, and then I need to call this one. But what if I just use only, I'll just comment this one, okay? What if I have hundreds of functions that is similar to set timeout only? I'll just write, copy this, and I'll take, I'll imagine I have hundreds of functions. Imagine, okay? So here I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I have taken the 5 functions. So I'll just make this for 1 second, and this one for 2 seconds, and this one for 3 seconds, this one for 4 seconds, and this one for 5 seconds. Okay, so I'll just comment all these things, and I'll just remove the console.log. So I'll also change this one for 1, and this is nothing but 2, and this one will be 3, and this one will be 4, and this 4, 5. See what is happening, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this one is actually in the sequential order. So all these functions are getting executed. So what if I want to execute this one first? That is second one first. Second function first. So if I don't do this one also, since this is an callback function and whatever the function it is just executing, this one will get executed first, right? So what if I want to execute this one first? We just set the time, okay? So I at that time what I can do, I'll be executing this one first. So I'll make this one as 1 and this one as 2 seconds. So first this function should get executed, then this function should get executed. So when we just now we will go for the nice example, that is nothing but over here. See this one first, it will be high. So this will be hello. this one will be okay. This one is one of our example that which we will be taking. So usually how this should be framed? So hi or hello. So what? So if I just say hi, the reply will be hello. Then I will be just telling good morning, guys. So if I don't want this one will be getting so hi guys, good morning. Also I can tell, right? So if I just want to tell like that, if that should be displayed, what I will be doing, I'll just delay this. So I need to delay this, and then first will be nothing but hi guys. That is the next thing that I'll make two, and this one will be my third one, and this one will be my fourth one, and this one will come after some seconds. So I'll make this as 9000. So is this output is coming correct now? Am I getting? So for an example, you can take one of the chat box, right? This is how you get the what I can tell. This is how you get your output. So I'll just display it, and later you will be getting hello. Like that is the reply that you get from your friend or anyone it may be. So this is how it get you would reply, right? So like in this format, actually this is one of the example that I have taken. In this format you will be using in the real world. So for that only you will be using this set timeout. So this is a nothing but this is one of the pre-built function. So any doubts why you will be using this set timeout? Guys, I need a reply.
No doubt.
Yeah, okay. So this one is done. So this asynchronous and await is nothing but you take something called as response and what I can tell, you will be sending some of the response and you will be taking the request. So there is something called as request and response. So if I just tell you now itself, you might get confused. I will be telling you when I am doing in a practical manner. So you will not get confused over there, okay? Because at that time you need something called as response and thing. So you will not be getting confused. So you don't just break your head with these things, and I will not be skipping this topic also. You don't need to worry about this. So now what we will be doing, we will be just learning about what is error handling. So according to you, what is error handling, guys? Anything that which you have in your mind? What is error handling? What is this error handling? Huh? Error handling. Any idea? Hmm?
I mean, what are the types of errors? How to rectify each of them? What
Okay.
does it signify?
Any types of error that which you have just seen when you are doing some of the programs? Have you seen? Hmm? Did you see any error like any error, any one of the example that you can just tell me? Hmm? Any one of the error you can just tell me for an example? Okay, so let me just tell you first. So there are some types of errors that which you will be facing while getting the data. Okay, so let us first see like what all the types of errors and what is the meaning of that errors. Okay, so anyone knows, you can just share it. Hmm? Anyone knows? If you know, you can share. If it is wrong also, it is okay. Runtime error, compile time error. No, actually that comes in Java. Okay. So here, since it is in server side, server throws some of the errors. Okay. There are some of these errors also. You might see like 401 error, 200, so on. Like 200 is nothing but the successful. 401, so on. Any errors that have you gone just? Sometimes it throws 401 error and all. When you just go through your browser only, see, I'll try to off my internet. Okay, if I just off my internet and if I just go and check, see, these are some of the exceptions that which we usually get. See, there are some of the errors also over here. Okay, actually, what I can tell, if there is some of the internet connections also, we get some of the errors. So to handle these kind of things, so actually there is no error over here. See, some error is over here. Error name not resolved. So this is nothing but like which we get usually error, like the sum of, sometimes there will be some big error, so that which we will be doing when we are writing some of the programs. So sometimes we would only not know like what is the error that we are facing, so then how the user will come to know, since the user he only knows. See, this is the application that has been developed by the developers and just we are using it, right? So we need to know what all the errors are coming, so and we need to know how to handle that error also, right? So at that time only we use something called as try and catch. That is nothing but try and catch. Hmm? Do you know what is try and what is catch, guys? Do you know what is try and what is catch? This final you don't want, so I'll just let this be, but actually you will not be using. You don't need to worry about this one. I'll also remove this one. Let this be, but you guys just don't break your head about this. If once you guys come to know this one, right, till the try and catch, so I'll be telling even that also. So what is the thing that you can observe over here, guys? What is the thing that you can observe over here? What are you able to see? There is something over here. As I told, there is something over here. Hmm? What is the thing that you are able to see over here? Hmm? Is, can you divide 10 by 0? Huh? Yeah. So that is the error. So if I just don't write this one, so sorry, I just move it to next line. and I'll just see what is the error. If the error is this one, are you able to read that? This one. So you will be able to understand. Hmm? Are you able to understand this what they are telling? So missing catch or final after try. So okay. So I'll just take one of my catch and I'll just only write this one. Okay. Hmm? I didn't write anything over there inside. It is showing infinity. See, I didn't write anything. I didn't write anything. Did I write? Oh, I didn't write anything. So you need to handle that. Okay. So you need to handle some of the errors. So this one actually, since this is a small error, it is only just automatically showing. But where there are different types of error, like where there are more larger errors, at that time you will not be knowing like what is the error. So at that time, what you can just tell, instead of this error also, whatever the error you are getting, so whatever the error it is, error the system is getting, the same thing it is just showing, that is it is showing, it is throwing an infinity. So please change. So this is the error that which we are getting. Okay. So what if the infinity comes? Hmm? What is the meaning of infinity, guys? What is the meaning of infinity? Yeah, it is endless. Okay. So similarly, if there are some of the conditions, like if I am just fetching the data from one of my database, that is nothing but JSON placeholder. So this is one of the dummy thing that where I will be able to get my JSON type of data. So again over here, just we have some of the things. So you might have, sir, you are just showing the data, but how to fetch the data and all. So you don't need to worry about that. There is some of the topic, there is a task that I will be doing. I'll be just doing login and registration. So at that time, or else I'll be creating one of the registration page. So at that time, I will be showing you. Okay. So how to create and how to just, I'll just create one of the dummy database and you need to just dump your data over there. So at that time, I'll be teaching this one. So there is some data over here. So inside array, this is one of the object, and this is inside that there is a type of data that is nothing but JSON data. So first you need to understand what is JSON data. So what is the JSON data, guys? So JSON data is nothing but it is one of the type of data where we will be storing it. So it is a type of data, means similarly you will be just in the normal object and all, like what you will be just doing, you will not give the double quotes for the key. Okay, you will just leave it like this. So you will not be able, you will not be doing this. But in JSON type of data, what you will do, you will also let enclose the key value in the double quotes. Okay, this is the simple thing, that is nothing more than that you will be doing. Okay, and after each and every one of the object, you will be just closing with the what, closing with the semicolon. Okay, and at the last you will not be using the semicolon. See, at the last you will be not using the semicolon. If you use the semicolon, it will throw an error. Okay, it will throw an error. And while saving you can also save the file. So I'll just teach that when we are doing the task. Okay, so we will be doing it on Wednesday or Thursday, so you don't need to worry about that. So did you get any idea what is try and what is catch? So try is nothing but you will be just writing over here. So let me take another example that is over here for try and catch. I'll just comment this. So the syntax of that is nothing but they have just taken a block of code and the error. So what is that they are telling? See, here you will be writing some block of code. If the block of code gets some error, you will be just writing. So final is also nothing but it is a block of code. So if there is no any result or anything, you will be just using this final. Okay, so this one we will not be using, but we will just use this one. Okay, you can also just go through the final also. So any other big example we can go through about the final? That is try and in 10 lines. If I just so you need to just identify this what it is going. So again the infinity only they are just showing. Just a minute, guys. So we will just go through all these things. So this is one of the most example that which we will be using for each and everything. Okay, so you don't need to worry about what I can tell you. This try and catch. Just you need to know the concept like why and when we will be using. So anyone can just explain why and when you will be using this try and catch, because I need to know whether you have just understood or not. Any one of you can explain why we use try and catch? What is the use of try catch and try block, and what is the use of catch? Any one of you? Huh? Any one of you can explain what is the use of try and what is the use of catch? Or should I explain again? I need a response. Guys, I need a response. Yeah, should I explain it again or what? Huh? I need to explain it again? Okay. See, there is nothing but like try is nothing but where you write a code over here, right? Nothing but whatever the thing. So whatever the action that should be performed. Okay, so you will be just trying that. So there's a thing like in that over here only you will be able to see I think so. If you are a Java student or so on, like you will be able to see over here then and so, what is the thing that you will be using in then? What in Java then and catch or what? I think so. Here you will be using then and catch, right? Then over there, what you will be using?
Also, there will be try catch.
Or there also you will be using try and catch.
Try catch.
Okay. So over here, what a try is nothing but you will be just trying some of the thing, that is nothing but you will be writing a block of code over here, and the next thing is that result. So if there is any error with this result when you are trying, right, there is any error or anything, so that one will be resolved using the catch block, and the final is nothing but final will be is nothing but like whatever the thing that which you use or whatever the thing, what I can tell. So if you don't get any result or anything, you will be able to use this final. So you don't need to worry about this final. Okay. So you just actually you just first learn these two things. When you are doing that normal practical things, I'll be telling you completely about final, because like you need to know how to just try and then you need to solve the error. Okay, if I just start telling what all the more things are there, so you will just totally get confused. So this it comes under like more advanced level. Okay, so you guys just go through this. So like any did you understood like what is try and what is catch? So in the catch block you will just only handle the errors. Try block is used to just what I can tell. So try block is used to write a block of code, and then you will be executing those block of codes. So I'll also just give one of my definition over here. The try block is used to block of code and any exception or error facing that error will be handled by the catch block. Okay, sorry, this is nothing but block. Okay, so what is the use of catch block? Catch block will handle the error. Okay, this is the thing that you need to tell for an interviewer also. This is the main definition that you need to tell. So try block is nothing but we will be executing the block of code. If there is any, if it throws any error, or if it is while executing that, if it throws any of the error, that error will be handled by the catch block. Okay, and final block is also nothing but it just execute the whatever the thing it is there. Okay, so any doubts in this try and catch again? Anyone can explain? Huh? So okay, I'll just go through the different topic. So already I told you what is JSON. So JSON is nothing but every data will be covered in the double quotes. while you are just doing. You don't need to worry about creating the object and so on. Okay, so you will we'll just use only the data bit. So you need to just know what is JSON. JSON is one of the type of, what I can tell, JavaScript object notation we tell. JSON is nothing but JavaScript object notation, and those things are nothing but the notation, in the sense like you will be covering all those things in the double quotes. So including the key and value. Okay. So any doubts with this JSON or? Hmm? And this ES6 versions are nothing but, like, you have already learned about the arrow function. So arrow function is nothing but, so what is arrow function over here? So I already told you guys to take what is the difference between arrow function and the normal regular function. Did anyone do that tasks? Hmm? So how do we create an arrow function? So I'll just create one of my arrow function, that is let a is equals to, so this is my arrow function which we tell. Okay, this got introduced in the ES6 version. So before, what we used to do, no, we used to write in multiples of lines. So we used to use the function keyword, and the name of the function. So name of the function is a over here, and again what we used to do, we used to write some of the parameters. So inside the parameter, like a comma b comma c comma d. So we used to write like this, right? And then what we used to do, we used to call the function. Correct? Now we used to call the function over here, that is a. So now what we will be doing, we will be just writing like this. So this one is nothing but, we used to write, we will be writing all the things in the single line. So everything is written in a single line. Okay. So any confusion with arrow function, have already told you, but even though I need to just groom you, that's all. So arrow function, this is nothing but an arrow function, and these are some of the things that which we have. So this one is nothing but modules, that is nothing but what is import and export, so on. So import is nothing but, if you are writing in some of the JavaScript file, there is something called as import and export. So first you will be exporting. So what I can tell in the sense, where is my file? Over here. If I write this, that is that same arrow function over here, and I need to call it in the different thing. So this import and export and all, you will learn more deeper in, what I can tell, more deeper in the React JS only. So if I cannot just show the proper example in what I can tell in JavaScript. So I'll be just telling the import and export all these modules and all in the React JS. So you don't need to worry about this import and export and all. Okay. So in React JS I'll be telling it completely. So what is import module, what is export module and all. Okay. So how to import and how to export, so on. So this thing you don't need to worry. Okay. Because and another thing, guys, you just go through the arrow functions, because all the things that which we do in the React JS will be based on arrow functions only. Okay, all the things are in arrow functions only. So you need to focus on this arrow function. Okay, just go through the syntax of that. Rest all the things you will be doing. You can just learn. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can just clear me. And if there is any crazy questions, even I will get cleared.